What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and I'm in Suvarnabhumi airport in Bangkok, and I'm in one of the newest terminals, which I think it's called the SAT or SAT-1, and it's like in a terminal that they extended out here. You know, the airport is already massive, but they built this brand new terminal. It's being open a year or more. Not sure if they're gonna keep on extending, but we had to take like a little shuttle underground to make it over here. My flight doesn't depart like in about a good 4 hours, but hopefully it's okay for me to film out here. I wanted to show you how beautiful this terminal is. So let's do a little walking tour around the airport. It's been a minute since I filmed like indoors. So let's do it. This is, you know, the gates, one of the waiting gates. And it's divided by S, you know, S118 and level. You can see how massive it is. It's literally like 2 floors. So pretty big, you know, right now it's pretty peaceful and quiet. Also, they develop a lot more here because I went through immigration. Usually when you come to these countries, you got to go for immigration and they ask you a question. Now they have like a little passport scan that you just scan and you go through it. So it's pretty easy. I think their mission is to make this fast for you to go in and out. So that's really good. And they got food areas right here. Of course, like any other airport, but wow. I usually fly out of JFK in New York and tell you that airport looks garbage next to this airport. Wow. But most of the airports in Asia, they're beautiful and gorgeous. You can literally tell how new this is. Like the terminal, nice and shiny. So yeah, this is like one side. I think there's another side and the other side. So this is just one kind of like terminal that's massive. But then if you go to the main concourse, it's just big. This airport is so huge. Wow. But yeah, this can compete literally with other airports. I heard the one in Singapore is probably one of the best airports around the world, but it's good to see this one too. So far, it's so peaceful and quiet out here. It's still nice to look at. Yeah, super chill right now, not much going on. Just walking around here. I love how spacious the departing areas is. Wow, this area is really cool. They even have like a charging port for you to charge your phone and laptops and everything. You can do some works and editing, you know, like if you have a long layover. I think these are one of the few airports where I wouldn't mind doing a long layover. It's so big and so comfortable. Trust me, I stayed for almost an entire night in Naya Terminal 3, which is the airport in Manila. I stayed there, so if I can do that, I can do it anywhere easily. Over here, I wouldn't mind doing it. It's pretty nice and comfortable. So when you walk around, it tells you like how many minutes it could take you to walk from one side to another one. So here we got also like more food options, potato corner, the Dairy Queen. We got more around this way, Food Point. Oh, and they got this here, taking a picture. Maybe it's his first time flying. So yeah, the map of the terminal, you can see how it is. Pretty big, it looks like a spaceship or like a cruise ship, and then all the airlines that come out here, you know, they'll be displaying by hours, so you can see. Yeah, but this airport, you know, it's a really good introduction to Thailand when you come. I tell you, Bangkok or the city in Thailand is just amazing. Even the airport is impressing me, and then the city, of course, has a lot to offer, but this is really a good, I think, you know, a lot of cities, they should put a lot of work in the airport, because usually when you land in a country or in a city, your first impression about the country is going to be, of course, the airport. So yeah, but I think I'm going to turn back and walk towards the other side. I didn't even knew that I was going to come to this new terminal. If I would have knew, I would have filmed like the whole process, like me taking the train over here, you know, and through the check-in area. Of course, I would not film the immigration area because it's not allowed. Also security, you know, you cannot take pictures and photos. But over here, you know, it's a really beautiful terminal that they're doing out here. And then I noticed, you know, in Newark Liberty Airport, near the city, I live in Jersey City, but it's not too far from Newark Airport. Also JFK, I think they're building a new terminal. The one in Newark is already open, but I look at the pictures, I'm not even that impressed compared to the airports over here. Also the airport of LaGuardia in New York, they came out with a new terminal and it's rated now one of the best airports in the States, but I feel like it's still small, short next to these airports over here. These airports are like way better and massive, so yeah. But yeah, really good job what they did here in this airport. Let me see if I could go to the other side to see what can I find, what it looks like. I'm pretty sure it's the same scenery, but I want to check it out. You know, it's a good workout indoors and good AC because outside is steaming hot in Bangkok. Kind of want to show you the restrooms. They got something that's really cool, you know, in the toilets. They got like the button where you can press it, you know, and it's pretty modern. I know it's something weird to show, but like in the West, like in the States, we don't got like those things. So let me see, hopefully there's not much people out here Oh, the men's room is over this way. Let me see if there's nobody so I can show you what's going on. So this is the restroom. Just want to show you like a good example. See the toilet? Then it got the button right here where you can press, and it got like hand sanitizer. Tell you in the States, especially New York, never, never, never. Then if you got stuff, you know, you can leave your bags over here. Just make sure you don't forget. And then over here you see the lights. Nice and impeccable and clean, right? Then there should be another side to this. This area looks nice too. There's some escalators I could take you up. I wonder what's upstairs. Maybe they got some lounges. Oh yeah, it says that they're airline lounges. And one thing that caught my attention, I haven't seen no security over here, but I guess, you know, this place is restricted and highly monitored, so super, super safe, but wow. Look at this, and they got stores here like a mall. And a pizzeria joint right here. Nice. And I noticed they also had like some fast food chains if you're craving that. There's literally a Burger King right here. My gate is right here too, but it's still early. I came like over 4 hours ahead. I'll tell you, even the fast food out here in Thailand tastes better than the ones back home in the States. So that's Burger King if you're craving that. Now let's walk towards the other side to see what's going on. And this is kind of like the central area over here, but then I think it's like in the middle of this huge terminal, then gonna walk the other side. Wow, I'll tell you, it looks like a mixture of a modern high-end mall, a spaceship. They got duty-free out there. Nice. And then over here on the ground is where you take the train to the main terminal of Suvarnabhumi. Wow, they really put a nice effort in this mall. This is nice. Of course, something that's an icon in Thailand, the elephants. You know, it really represents Thailand, and then the ceiling is super, super high. Got people out there taking their selfies and pictures. So yeah, this is really a good idea. I think this is like a main lounge over here. But yeah, I'm loving this terminal. Then the expensive stores like Armani. But it's better off if you just shop in the city center, you know. This is like a really comfortable place for you to sit down. I can't wait to check out the airport in Singapore. I heard it's also like a top-notch airport. Wow. This is actually a really good concept what they do with airports, because believe it or not, I know a lot of people love to travel. Traveling can be also stressful, you know, long hours, waiting, long traveling. So to make an airport like this accessible and pretty comfortable for the passengers, it really helps out a lot, you know, for things to be smooth and easy. And this is the other side. And as you can see, it looks pretty much similar to the other side I'm staying. You know, with pretty massive, wide terminals. So yeah, super, super comfortable. Loving this terminal so far, you know. And another thing, I haven't mentioned this, since a kid, I've always been obsessed with airports. I don't know why, it's just the designs of the airports, like the excitement of the airplanes. That was something else that I used to love watching or looking at pictures of, you know. Because I'm a fan of geography, but also like airports. I've always had a thing for airports. It seems like it's raining outside in Bangkok. I can see the water falling down from the ceiling. Wow. Then look how spacious this is. Wow. Normally, you know, the gate areas are pretty tight and small, but here you got plenty of space. So it makes it super comfy and accessible. So, you know, United States, get your stuff together and start taking notes. I also noticed like a robot cleaning over there. I like the design of this wall, it's pretty nice. And then over here you can sit down and charge, you know, your phone, any equipment you have with you. And then ahead of me is a robot cleaner. I want to show you the machine. There it is, look at this. It's my first time looking at this. Even has like a smiley face, so cute. Probably has a camera and then people just, you know, clean it around and monitor. But yep, this is Suvarnabhumi Airport SAT terminal, so you'll see how nice it is. So wow, this is insanity. I don't know how clear you can see it. This is like the regular terminal. This is where I'm at, but it seems like they want to build another extension of terminal. So that was a little short walking tour of this terminal out here in Bangkok, Thailand. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more travels and more adventures. Be safe out there. Everybody, God bless y'all, and peace.